All right. So please have a seat.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh,
I appreciate you seeing me. It's been a really stressful time, and I can use some extra support right now.
well, that's what we're here for.
Good.
So before we get started, my assistant told me that you were coming in to talk about some issues with the family, and yeah, you've definitely come to the right place.
Okay.
There are some housekeeping things
Okay.
that we need to go over. First off, I do want to let you know that everything that we talk about today will be completely confidential. There's an old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Well, this is kind of like Vegas. So what happens here stays here. What we talk about stays within this room. There are a couple of exceptions, though. So part of my job as a healthcare provider is to keep you safe, is to keep other people safe. So if it comes up that you want to harm yourself or that you want to harm others, then I am going to have to report that to the authorities. In addition, if within the context of our conversations, if we find out that if there's child abuse or some sort of elder abuse, that too will be reported to the authorities. And I'm sure you can appreciate why, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, but again, other than that, what we talk about, it stays here. This is a safe space.
Need a safe space. Thank you.
So good. So tell me, what brings you in today?
I'm having a lot of trouble helping my family adjust to the changes that I've made, especially they have really come to the fore recently.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing well, but I find myself both wanting to take care of them and knowing that I need to pursue my own growth, and I can use some help figuring out how to negotiate that.
Understand.
It's been tough.
That sounds tough. It sounds like you really care for your family, but it also sounds as though you care for yourself, and there's kind of this juxtaposition between how do you help them and how do you help yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
So you started off talking about wanting to help your family deal with some changes and adjust to some changes. Brenda, change obviously is very difficult for most families. As human beings, we're creatures of habit, right? So change is difficult. So I'm glad you're coming someplace maybe to get some tools to help them with the change. So I'm curious. What type of changes are going on? Are you moving out of state?
Oh
or?
no.
Okay.
No. It has to do with being new of being Brenda. I after years and years of being Bob, it's time to let myself finally be fully embodied in who I am.
Okay. So I want to make sure that that I heard you correctly. You've recently transitioned into Brenda after being Bob for so many years.
Right.
So like Bobby, like Bobby Lee, or Bob as in Robert.
Oh, Robert. That's the name of my birth certificate, or was. Yeah. Process of getting that changed.
So, okay. So
my family's just having so much trouble with this right now. They want to be supportive, and they just can't get their minds and their hearts around it.
Okay. So you're wanting your family to accept that their son now wants to be Brenda.
Oh, no. They've seen me. My parents have seen me as their son. My siblings have seen me as their brother, but that's never been who I've been. I'm finally being able to claim that I've always been Brenda. And now I finally have a name that I can give and an identity I can bring to them.
Hmm.
This isn't new. This is who I've been.
Okay. I can certainly understand, given what you're sharing, how difficult this must be for not just
it has been. I'll tell you.
You know, difficult not just for you, right, but certainly difficult for your family.
Yeah, negotiating both of those together has been really tough.
Sure. I think maybe one of the best things that we can do in terms of goals, because as a therapist, I like to work collaboratively with my clients.
That's why I'm here.
Good.
I need a partner.
Very good, because I believe working collaboratively, we can. There's power for you, right? There's power for change, and so
that's what I've needed to claim.
Excellent. So, like I said, you definitely come to the right place. I can't give you a 100% guarantee that we're going to, get you back on the path you should be on.
Wait. What?
Yeah. So, I can't guarantee, for legal reasons, right? I can't guarantee that we can 100%, transform you back into Bob so that your family can have the person that they've known.
But that's not what I'm here for. I'm not Bob. I've never been Bob. I'm Brenda.
Okay.
And that's what I need help with. I need help supporting my family as they begin to receive Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to change back to Bob. That's not who I am. It's not what I need.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. So, Bob, I'm sorry.
No,
Brenda.
My family does that to me all the time.
That's embarrassing for me. I'm sorry. Brenda, I'm curious. Does your family? Do you have some sort of, religious or moral identity? And maybe that's where the opposition might be coming from your family, or.
Well, yeah. Church and faith have always been really important to both me and my family. I grew up in the church. That's where my primary support system has been. And it was rather conservative theological line at the church. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, I have finally found a community of faith who believes differently. Mm-hmm. And sees that I need to be not who others say that I am. I need to be who God has created me to be. I need to be Brenda.
Okay.
And so I have a faith community finally who is seeing this as a holy transition and not as a disruptive one.
Oh.
And that's what I need, some help with a therapist to give me more support than what my church is able to give.
Sure.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I can certainly empathize with.
This is catching you way off guard, isn't it?
I was hoping I'd be able to control that a little. But I have to be candid with you, Brenda. This is a faith-based clinic.
That's why I'm here.
Right.
This is a faith issue for me.
And I don't know if you read my biography on the webpage, but I'm a faith-based clinician, and
Right.
And part of my job, right, is to help people get into alignment with God.
Me too. That's why I'm here.
And so, I believe that God made Adam and Eve. God did not make Adam and Steve, and God certainly didn't make any mistakes when he made Robert. And so maybe your family isn't handling things the best, but I think their intentions are pure because they know God's will for you.
Wait. Most of the time, I feel like I know God's will for me. And it's as Brenda. It's not as Bob. I need a therapist who's going to help me with that. Help me affirm this faith conviction. And give me the support so I'm not butting heads with my family. I'm supporting them as they receive me as Brenda. That's what I need.
I hear what you need. And that's important that you're able to express that. Like I started off the beginning of this session, Brenda, this is a safe space.
Right.
Everything we talk about stays here, but part of safety is also truth. And this is a space of truth. And so the truth is you're confused.
Oh, no.
And so, Brenda, as a therapist, I have to help you help yourself to get out of this, confused state. So maybe we can figure out through our work together, our collaborative work, when it was you first were tricked by Satan into believing that God made a mistake. So
you know what?
That's maybe where we can start.
I'm afraid in this case it's probably not God who made a mistake. It's probably me. I probably need to be finding another therapist. I'm not sure this is going to be able to give me what I really need. Do you have some recommendations for me?
Well, I don't have any recommendations, but you had mentioned you're part of a faith community. I'm that accepts what's against God's will, and so maybe you can talk with someone there, and they can direct you.
I think we're probably done here. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for your time. We'll bill your insurance, and
I'm sure you will.
God bless you.